human consumption.
Well, one of the things about water flow that I'll emphasize in my talk on California is that in a highly variable climate like ours, which is highly variable water climate, which is El Nino dominated, there could be years in which a river goes dry. And that neither agriculture nor power production likes a completely dry river. And so even though most of the time it's a good situation, if there's an extreme event, on the human side, where agriculture and electricity are compromised, it's very serious. So I think you can, what I do not see is an economic and social analysis of the various plans for adaptation. For example, we don't know how to make the following choice. I can certainly identify, and we have identified areas of risk. And some are obvious you're going to protect. Well, New York City, so high value. But there are other areas where the decision is not clear whether you should do it. And New York State actually encountered such a situation by saying that the state, after Superstorm Sandy, I believe that New York and New Jersey said that they would buy land, vulnerable land, and just keep it from development. So should you have a policy to move people in advance? And what are the economic impact and social impacts of that? None of that's been really thought through. In the UK and East England, which is much of East England is pretty much at sea level. They hired the Dutch 500 years ago to drain the fens outside of Cambridge in East Anglia. And the Brits have announced that there'll be parts of the coastline that they won't protect with expensive infrastructure. You could live there, but you and your insurance company ought to know that it's vulnerable in the future. And so I think that the frontier of all of this is to take whatever science can do quantitatively, but then move it into these deeper social and economic analyses before. And we've got a little time to do that, but because in the meantime, science has to go on and say, you're going to have to make this decision in the next 15 years, but it would make a huge difference in the next 25. You see, so if we can, our job is to improve the precision of these estimates, and I think the strategic planning, I think, goes much more into economic and social issues.